We've just looked at setting and returning simple variables with one value and how to concatenate them with strings. Now we'll move on to working with multiple values in the form of arrays and objects. In a new directory named Lesson09, create a file named arrays.pug and open it up for editing. If we set the variable value to an array, dash let names equal, or we can use dash const names equal, we can return a whole HTML list of names very easily by iterating through the array using the pug iterator each. OL for an ordered list, each name in names, so that's each name in the array of names. LI for list item equals name. Using each to loop through each value in the array one at a time. The syntax, each name in names, is rather nice, more like English than in some languages. A point to notice is that if you try to format the array neatly on separate lines like this, you'll get an error from the compiler because Pug is sensitive to white space and it doesn't like that. In order to format the array on separate lines, you have to put the opening dash on a line of its own, and then indent the rest of the variable assignment so it's one level in from the dash. Then it works. Pug is fussy about the indentation. If you unindent any part of the variable assignment too much, moving it outside the level of the const or let line, you will get an error. Make a new file named objects.pug and open it up for editing. You can set a variable to contain a JavaScript object using JSON notation. And then returning this in the browser with another each loop. Let's start out with a div with the ID friends list, and then iterate through that using each friend in friends list, and then put each friend in a div named friend, and put each value in a div with the class name first name, last name, or mobile. .firstname equals friend.firstname, .lastname equals friend.lastname, .mobile equals friend.mobile. You can use any of the methods we've seen to return the values. JavaScript concatenation with plus signs to join values into a string, or perhaps easier object literals, or interpolation. The resulting HTML will be the same. Just remember that if we use interpolation, we don't use an equals sign, just the HTML tag followed directly by the hash, curly braces, and the JSON keys. We can use conditions in Pug as well. Below the each statement and at the same level of indentation, put an else clause. And inside that put .oh no, you have no friends. Delete everything inside the square brackets of the friends list array, leaving just the empty square brackets. And now you have no friends, so the friends part of the HTML will no longer render, just the oh no div. That's a look at how we can bring the features and power of JavaScript into action, so as to render dynamic HTML. In the next lesson, we'll have a look at another way of reducing unnecessary code: mix-ins.